It was a frequent sight in the 80s and 90s, and it's continued on till today. Playoff football in the Bay Area. Two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a look here at the veteran under center, their seventh-year quarterback.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
13 yards on the game's opening play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Now Purdy. That's Samuel caught left side. And Debo going to have a Niners first down as he'll get this up to midfield. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Taken down at the 47-yard line. As you see, they have dealt with their fair share of injuries this season. But, Charles, that hasn't stopped them from putting together a very solid campaign, a very good record thus far.
I think a lot of credit has to go internally. Like, we always want to praise the head coach for holding the team together. But to me, it's the guys in the locker room putting on the uniform. Those starters who've stayed healthy, they've welcomed the backups into their ranks and showed them how to get it done. And this team, they've stayed afloat all season doing just that.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. The give now to Abanikanda. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Abanikanda on 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who is shaken up. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is gone. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Another run with Mitchell. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
The big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Tackle made by Chase Young.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Remember,
and now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at their. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Dobbins will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Let's go.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 88 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Purdy slow, complete here to Ayuk. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
And he'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Commanders' offense returning to the field. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? We're on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. McCaffrey on the counter. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey. Are once again back in front. Moody good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter. But you're absolutely right, Palmer. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, and let you do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared. You know, put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've got confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Inside the 10, touchdown 49ers. A big play there, 65 yards. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Play action. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Last week in that wild card win, only one catch, and now he's got his first catch here, and it's good for a first down. A give, Dobbins trying the right side. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Another run here with Dobbins. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down. Stroud sets up the play action. His throw incomplete. Now a second and 10. Stroud. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Right where this set him down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Well, a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. The end result, 21 yards. Purdy looking to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first down, it's Purdy. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
So we've got a look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. This fielded right at the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Commanders up first on offense as we begin this third quarter. And Charles, there had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
At the 39-yard line.
McCaffrey running up the middle. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And the Commanders are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Big yardage that time for Washington. 52 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Stroud looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! A great play there. 26 yards. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead will shrink to 6. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 141 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. That's complete to Palmer. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Dobbins trying the left side. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Stroud. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Illegal blocking the ball, blocking the offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. This is McCaffrey on the give. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Here's Purdy. They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards for number 11.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action, but other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you...
And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. An 11-yard touchdown. And the 49ers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about, from the offense's perspective, what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. And Stroud now to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. It's a good pickup on the ground of 7 yards, and time has run out. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
10 more there and another first down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket now. Here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. There's Purdy on 1st and 10. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he's brought down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Purdy. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 31-yard line. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Quan Martin there on the tackle. 2nd and 5. Purdy now to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Back to throw, Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. throwing here. Purdy. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are right back in this football game. Stroud now on 1st and 10. And his throw is incomplete. He misses yet again, and the struggles here, they look pretty uncharacteristic for him.
You're certainly right about that. Mechanics are the key right now. Feet, arm, not in sync at all. He ends up throwing that one past his receiver that's open.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
But so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced some completions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Washington goes for it, but it does not. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's